What up, bitches?
I'm so scared it's gonna play the music.
Fuck it.
Oh, we started?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. No, never mind.
Welcome back to the show. We're going to talk Star Wars for this one.
Space Wizards.
Space Wizards.
I'm just gonna turn this off.
I thought they were like samurai, space samurais.
They use magic, mystical powers.
Yeah.
So do samurais.
Not really. Not really. Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Chavi, as always, with my main squeeze, D-Money, Swag Money, Rich. We got Joel with us tonight, and then we also got Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
We are here gonna do a little, like...
That's what you have you seen that? I'm sorry, I didn't cut you. But,
No, you're good.
You
Yeah,
see,
sure do
you
that.
know on Family Guy where they get that new paper boy and he's Kyle. You have to get the Herbert voiceover for him every time I introduce him and go,
Hi, Kyle.
We're gonna do a little prediction thingy about like the new Star Wars movie
Or
coming
just
out.
Overview in Star Wars.
Yeah,
You know?
just Star Wars in general, some shit. We got Mandalorian that we could talk about as well. For those of you that haven't seen it, like Joel, have you been watching?
Yeah.
You caught up?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have
so
you-
us
Have
three
you
are,
watched any of it? Or
yeah, I've
just-
seen 2 episodes.
okay, so us three are caught up. Joel's not, but he's been following along with the show because he's loyal. So he knows pretty much everything. He's gonna learn more tonight. Spoilers ahead, of course. Got some Star Wars characters here: Luke, Rey, Mandalorian, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, and
The guards they killed Nate.
yeah, those guys. I like their fit because
I know the name,
Red.
but I don't want to say it wrong and sound like an idiot.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's Praetorian guards.
Praetorian?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them. They're dead.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, they did.
All right, so you just want to talk Mandalorian first?
Yeah.
Since
you've just started watching it.
we interrupt this podcast with a quick phone call.
I'll be back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can answer it here. Fine.
No.
Nah,
Yeah, no.
It's just weed. They
Well,
don't know.
That, but he's about to tell her my address.
Get off at 9.
True.
That will work a lot better. Yes.
All right, but yeah, episode 6.
Probably.
Yeah,
Heading toward the house.
Episode 6 was episode 5 left on a cliffhanger, and we still don't know what the cliffhanger was.
I saw a theory, and neither of y'all watch Clone Wars, so y'all probably don't know who this character is. But I saw something, and because you hear spurs. They've shown like
you do kind of
one,
hear like some change in the pocket.
well, it sounds like boot spurs. And there's a bounty hunter they've shown in the Clone Wars that had
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The blue one.
Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so a lot of people think they might be bringing like one of the best bounty hunters from the Star Wars universe into Mandalorian.
Nice, that'd be pretty dope. Don't know who that is.
It's
but,
either that or
Boba.
a lot of people think Boba.
Yeah. Well,
I thought it was just the Mandalorian, so maybe I'm an idiot, but
it wouldn't have been because
they would have just shown the full scene.
well, not only that, it was at the end of the episode. Why would he have gone back to the scene of the death?
No. I think that was just cutting, because the guy says like, "What took you so long?"
Yeah. Oh,
I thought that was
well, he had to walk to go find that damn
Dewback.
whatever, huh?
Dewback.
Yeah, sure. The fucking dinosaur-looking fish thing.
You watched 4, so you just saw him.
He's watched what?
He didn't watch 4. Those green lizard things that the stormtroopers ride on Tatooine.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I forgot that took place on Tatooine. Yeah, so you get to see Tatooine in
that's
the
nice.
5th episode. The 6th was fucking wild.
Bill Burr's amazing.
Bill Burr is fucking great. Like I said, I was laying there and I was watching and I go, is that Bill Burr? I mean, because you can get a look-alike. And then I heard him speak and I go, it's fucking Bill Burr.
Had that boss.
Yeah, and I was like, do you not recognize the voice? And she's like, no. And I go, It's fucking Frank from F is for Family. It's Bill Burr for crying out loud. Have you seen that show?
Oh, I love
Fucking
that.
love it. I'm ready for the 3rd season. Or the 4th season, whichever one.
But like every character in that episode, the actor or actress is a cameo. Like literally every single character but the Mandalorian.
Who? Who was the guy with the white hair and beard?
He's from Batman Begins.
He's Gordon's
yeah.
partner.
Yeah, okay.
And
I
he's
thought
from
he looked familiar.
Flask.
And he's from Sons of Anarchy.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, yeah.
I knew he looked familiar, and I just couldn't.
Long gray hair and beard. Yeah.
I couldn't put a name to face.
Yeah,
or face
I knew.
to,
I was
face,
like, why does
but-
that dude look familiar? I was like, I'm pretty sure he's from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
But then I was looking it up, and I was like, oh.
So who else was?
So the female Twi'lek was the chick that plays Tonks in Harry Potter. The one that changes her appearance and the color of her hair and stuff in the 5th movies and on.
I guess there's been a while since I've seen any of the Harry
Well,
Potter
she's
movies,
also
so
in Game of Thrones. She's
I never
Osha.
watched it.
Oh, okay, I get you.
The wildling, that's Osha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bill Burr, obviously.
Yeah, Bill Burr. The devil-looking dude is Clancy Brown. He's also the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
The soldier that they kill, the one that she throws the knife at,
Yeah.
he's the voice of Anakin in the Clone Wars.
Nice.
And then the 3 pilots at the end of the episode, the X-Wing fighters,
Yeah.
they're the directors of the series.
Oh, okay.
It's Dave Filoni, the chick that's doing the Obi-Wan show, and a guy, he made Dope, and he's done like 2 of the episodes.
Okay. I think it's crazy that this is all coming from fucking Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Like,
It's Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, which is the Watt
you
pilot.
were just a fucking Tony Stark's driver, and now you're fucking directing a Star Wars show.
But, well, dude, not Dave Filoni. Jon Favreau, he did Elf.
Did he really?
Yeah, he directed Iron Man 1 and 2.
Shit.
He was Happy Hogan and all in
Yeah.
the MCU. He's Happy Hogan. He did whatever that cooking
Sounds like
movie
a
is,
gunshot.
Chef or whatever.
Oh, I was gonna say Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Like, dude knows what he's doing. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, definitely. I mean,
and he's a huge Star Wars fan.
the show is fucking great. I mean, Baby Yoda is taking over the fucking world right now. Probably the most popular Star Wars character, I would say. Once they start releasing fucking merch for
people
this
were like,
thing,
"Oh,
it's gonna be crazy.
Disney's fucking stupid. They don't know what they're doing
How?
for not releasing merch before Christmas." And I'm like, one, if that merch would have been in production before Christmas,
I'm gonna put that on vibrate. Don't worry.
that would have been everywhere, and everyone was like, well, "What the fuck is this?"
Right.
Like, it wouldn't have been a surprise for the show.
Yeah.
It would have just
I mean,
been out there.
There's no, because what, Mattel's got that full plush doll.
And then Hasbro showed all their stuff the other day.
Did they? I'll have to look it up because I haven't.
There's a
Come
lot
up with
coming.
anything.
It's all coming out in April and May.
Nice. I kind of want to go to Disney and just see fucking little Baby Yodas walking around. Pretty neat.
The whenever the droid was about to shoot him and he raised his hand and it looked like he blew the droid up, I was like,
because the way that he played it off was the second episode was whenever he used his power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he played it off like he was tired a little bit, and I'm just over here like, hell yeah, you fucking badass little thing, and then you see Mando, and I'm just like, oh, I'll fucking retract that. Damn it.
yeah, because I thought he did like how Yoda blocks with his hand, and I thought that's what he did, but no, Mando just blew that motherfucker up.
It's crazy how cute he is. Like, takes over the show because every time I see him, I'm just like, all starry-eyed and shit, and like just gazing upon. It's great. I love Baby Yoda.
I think that show, like, even all the side characters, like, there's not been a side character I hate.
I kind of hated that bounty guy.
Okay,
from
well,
the 5th episode.
But you're supposed to.
Yeah, I know.
But so even he's like a good character.
Yeah,
the way he's supposed to be.
yeah. I mean, he was really a little pompous asshole. And
You
all
know what he
cared about
reminded me
was being a
of? He
legend.
reminded me of, like, he was supposed to be like Han in a way,
Yeah, because Han.
but
is,
like a cockier, weirder douchebag.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Yeah.
glad he's dead. Gunned his ass down and then dropped Baby Yoda. That scared me.
Oh, speaking of that, Bill Burr's jackass dropping him on his fucking face in this episode.
Oh yeah, whenever he's holding them and they're trying to get him.
Yeah,
Or the
Bill Burr
fucking-
holds the Baby Yoda at one point, and he acts like he's going to drop it, and then the droids fly on the ship, and it does a really bad move, and they all fall over.
Yeah, he didn't.
And he
give him a warning
drops
or
it right on
anything.
his head.
Yeah, like and I'm just over there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
But like,
I was watching someone talk about it, and it's like, oh, as soon as that happened, I knew that they were all like, they were all fucking done. Like, it was like, oh, well, they're assholes, and they're definitely.
yeah, I wonder what like the big secret about the Mandalorian is, because we're all made to believe that he's this big badass bounty hunter.
Which
But-
you see it in this episode.
Yeah, he does show signs of being a badass, but at the same time, he's clumsy.
Mm-hmm.
He's very clumsy, and you saw it in the second episode. Yeah, he was fighting a big ass animal, but I still think if he was, you know, this great bounty hunter, killer dude or whatever, he wouldn't be, because he kind of slipped up against the droids in this past episode, episode 6. He got beat up a little bit. Of course, he's not going to get hurt because it's just a droid, and he's got the fucking whatever it's called.
The creature in the second episode, I can kind of understand because I think it's the third one. Maybe it's the new armor.
Yeah.
They talk about like he was like, I wasn't prepared to fight a Mahorn.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they called it.
Something,
So, I can understand-
but still, I
Yeah.
mean,
He didn't have the right-
Batman's never really struggled.
I'm
just
Except
saying.
for the first time he fought Bane, motherfucker
Yeah, true.
broke him in half.
Yeah, but then he bounced back.
So's the Mandalorian.
Yeah, but he's still clumsy as shit. Batman is never clumsy. Just saying. I mean, two different characters, of course.
But
Dude, when they were eating that egg, I thought that shit was gross.
Oh yeah, or the no.
Oh.
It's all fucking just slime going.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
dude, I will say his gun though, like when he shoots them, they just fucking incinerate. It's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off when he picked that one up and just threw it off. And I'm
It's a good show, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's I haven't seen like Clone Wars or not Clone Wars, but yeah, that's what the cartoon is, isn't it?
It was Clone Wars,
Or-
then
Rebels.
Rebels,
Oh, Rebels.
and then Resistance.
Well, I haven't seen any of those, so I'm sure this show's probably better than those.
Yeah.
So it's live action, of course.
Well,
Can't really fuck up a cartoon. I mean, you can.
yeah, you
but-
can. The guy that made Rebels and Clone Wars has been the second head writer right under.
Favreau.
Yeah, it's Dave Filoni, which is one of the pilots that showed in the
Yeah.
newest episode. He's the white guy, the older, fatter white guy.
True.
But I think he's the one that should be in charge of Star Wars. Like, he made Anakin a good, which this is why I tell people to watch Clone Wars. Anakin's a great character in that show. Like, you get why Anakin and Obi-Wan say that they are brothers. In that show, you get it more than anything else.
Wait, when does Clone Wars take place?
Between episodes 2 and 3,
Okay, so is he like?
It takes
is
place-
he turning in the Clone Wars?
you see scenes of him turn.
Okay.
Like, you see scenes where the dark side takes over.
Yeah. Have you seen where he was supposed to be in this newer movie, and they took the scenes out where he was like, it was supposed to be Anakin?
Oh, and 8.
No, in 9. They filmed shots with Hayden Christensen of him as Anakin helping Rey and like turning Kylo Ren to the good side.
I still
But they-
think he's gonna
Yeah,
be in it.
but apparently they cut the scenes. as
Wait,
well.
why would he be helping them?
Force Ghost.
Yeah. Force
Oh,
Ghost.
got it,
Yeah.
got it.
I like how
Which
in the old episode, what would that be? 4? No,
which
what was it? 5, 6, and 4, 5, and 6. Episode 6, where they added Hayden Christensen in
Yeah.
as Anakin. I liked that. That was
I have a lot of friends
neat
that
little
have
touch.
older friends that have problems with that, and I'm like, no, it makes sense
Yeah.
because
Oh, you're talking about in the
Yeah,
remastered
when they
ones?
when they do re-edits.
Really,
and reshoots.
they
yeah.
added in
they
the,
put
Hayden
Christensen
yeah.
as Anakin's Force Ghost at the end. Whenever
Yeah, they
they're
take the original
celebrating.
guy out and put Hayden in.
well, why didn't they do that with like Egg the guy who played Obi-Wan when he was younger?
I think which I've said from the beginning, because there's too much stuff that points to it. Every Force Ghost they've ever talked about, I think, is going to be in this movie. So Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin.
Well, isn't that how Palpatine's coming back? Or
No.
did he survive that fall?
I think he's.
That's
Because I was confused whenever I
think
heard
he
his
survived.
laugh in the trailer. I'm just like, hold on, this motherfucker got thrown like hundreds of stories by Darth Vader in Episode 6, and you're telling me this sumbitch lived?
Well, Luke fell down that shaft in 5 and lived.
Oh, he was supposed to live.
apparently Mace Windu's still alive.
Didn't he get cut in
That's a
half, too?
theory.
No, he just got his
hand-
arm cut off.
Oh,
And then he got
That's a
Thrown
theory.
out the window.
Yeah.
because my buddy Cody was telling me this because he's really into Star Wars. Talking about like a great fall or something is nothing to a Jedi Knight or something
Yeah, I
like
guess
that.
so.
Well, yeah, and it's like
And fucking y'all seen Rogue One?
Yeah.
Not Rogue One, shit. Solo or fucking Darth Maul?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, okay.
he lived in Clone
So-
Wars.
so-
yeah, no, he's alive in Clone Wars and Rebels.
So
Rebels
he's
is where-
in Rogue One? Or
no Solo.
Solo?
Have you not seen Solo?
I have no.
He's in.
It's fine. I haven't seen anything that's not
the main movie,
the saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people,
I need to.
Solo's really good.
my favorite characters aren't even in the movies. So
Well, because that's you know all the lore and everything.
Yeah,
so
you're like a freaking. You're so
well,
smart.
it's like you know all the characters in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Okay. So I get you.
So like I don't know, Star Wars to me, like there's so many interesting characters, and like that's all I like tell people to watch. Like Clone Wars is by far like you say Mandalorian's better, but I don't even know if it is, because the first season of Clone Wars is really weird, but after that, when they go really into the Force stuff,
Yeah.
like my favorite character is Anakin's Padawan, Ahsoka, and I know Kyle doesn't agree with me, but the reason I said that I think she is going to be a 9 is because J.J. Abrams just did an interview. He asked the interviewer who their favorite character was in Star Wars, and he was like, Ahsoka Tano. And he goes, that's interesting. Well, you need to really pay attention in episode 9 then.
That doesn't necessarily mean she'll be in it.
No,
She
may be like
I think there's
mentioned
going to be
or-
an Easter egg or something to her.
Yeah.
Because they did that in Rogue One. You hear in the background, you hear them call General Syndulla, which is one of the characters from Rebels. And you see a weird, like, another R2 looking unit in the background, and that character has a name. Its name's Chopper, and it's from Rebels too. And one of the ships you see is from Rebels. So I think it's going to be something like that. But then, like, Dave Filoni, the guy that's made Rebels and Clone Wars, said that a character he made is going to be in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So that's why everyone's like, oh, well, it could be Cad Bane, like the bounty hunter from Clone Wars.
Yeah. We'll see what I didn't know until like last week or the week before, when I was just going down the wormhole that is fucking YouTube, because I didn't really watch 1, 2, and 3 like significantly. I didn't know that Attack of the Clones, that they were cloning Jango Fett.
Yes.
I didn't know that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then that's when I found out that
Boba Fett's a clone.
technically, Boba Fett's a clone of Jango. But,
It's just he didn't get what the other clones
Yeah,
got.
but technically they're not really Mandalorian.
Yeah, they're not.
The Fetts,
They're not.
but they have the armor,
So
which we've talked about before.
yes, and that they used to be like in the old canon before Disney bought it. I think they were actual Mandalorians, because I think they were related to like Mandalore the Great,
Yeah,
and now they're not. Which to me that makes sense, because
well, I mean, fucking all of Attack of the Clones, except for when he's fighting, he doesn't have the helmet on.
Yeah.
And
well,
this is
hold
the
on.
way. You can't take your helmet off.
So
Yeah.
that's also something I think that they happened, because they keep talking about the Great Purge in The Mandalorian. I think the Empire went in there and killed a bunch of the Mandalorians, and now
somebody did.
Yeah, well, to protect their identity, I think they started that. Because in Rebels, one of the main characters is a Mandalorian, and she always has her helmet off.
Well, he takes it off like to eat.
Well, no, but you see her face.
Yeah,
and you see her family's face, and you see other Mandalorians' faces, and in the Clone Wars, you see their faces.
Yeah.
That's something new to protect the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
So it's just the other stuff he does. Like,
you hear that too?
What?
Oh, I guess I'm just hearing.
like the Mandalorians are like, they're all about, they are about justice and stuff. Like, they aren't just like Ruthless and Boba Fett and Jango kind of seem not to care too much. So, which is like, one of my friends says like, Mandalorian isn't ruthless, and I'm like, because he's like, he says he does the right thing, he doesn't just kill people.
Well, he's
I'm like,
methodical.
yeah.
I mean, because you saw that in episode 6 where they're like, well, where the fuck are you at? And then he like ends up behind them and fucking takes them out.
Yeah, when he takes down Bill Burr, but it's shot like he's basically
I thought
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I thought he killed him.
That was like the Darth Vader scene in Rogue One.
Yeah,
Or it's just...
the scene, like Bill Burr's like looking everywhere for him, and the lights are flashing, and he would take a step up.
So is
then they
Rogue
cut
One like
back
a
off.
prequel?
Yes,
it takes place.
before A New Hope.
Yeah, it ends where A New Hope starts.
What?
4.
4? Okay.
It ends literally when New Hope starts.
Ah, nice. I'll have to watch it. So it's part of the saga then?
Technically,
Yes and no.
yeah.
If it ends
I
right where
wouldn't.
one
So I
begins.
wouldn't consider Solo, but I would probably consider Rogue One.
Yeah, well,
Because
Solo's not, because it obviously says a Star Wars story.
Well, so does Rogue One.
Oh, it's well.
Because
The thing is, Rogue One tells you how they, because in the beginning of 4, or when they get to the Rebel base, they're like, "Oh, we have plans to the Death Star."
Yeah.
It explains how the hell they got them,
mm-hmm.
or
Okay.
how R2 and C3, or how Leia had them, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a great movie.
And so it was about him making the
Kessel Run.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. It was just backstory on
It
him.
was him and how him and Chewbacca met.
But like also,
And Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, God, Donald Glover
I love
is
Donald
amazing. Then you should watch.
Oh, yeah.
Solo.
Donald Glover does a fantastic
so
job.
he's in it quite a bit then. It's not
He's
like
in 30 to 40 minutes, 30 minutes an hour, 40 minutes an
it's
hour.
about like half the movie.
Yeah.
Something.
And
Dude, he's so good as Lando.
Khaleesi's
though.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't watch Game of Thrones.
Amelia Clark, the one that plays Daenerys.
And Game of Thrones.
Dragon
The
chick
main
from
chick
Game
in
of
Game
Thrones.
You
of
didn't
Thrones.
watch Game of Thrones.
The blonde.
Yes.
Okay.
Why the fuck
I
I
know
didn't
she
watch
is.
Game of Thrones? I'm sorry.
I'm not into stuff like that. Like
Woody Harrelson's in it.
He is, yeah. Woody Harrelson's in it.
And
Solo?
Solo.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I fucking love Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson. I mean, who doesn't?
And so is Paul Bettany.
Who?
Vision.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of him.
Well, still think he's
And
good.
A Knot's Tale.
Yeah, no, still.
Yeah, I'm off Thursday, so I'll definitely spend some time watching that shit because it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But fuck, what was I gonna say? I was watching videos of like all the reshoots, and speaking of Solo, where he clearly fucking shot first, and then they made it to where he did it, and it just looks so terrible.
Wait, when you watched episode 4 the other day, did you watch it on Disney Plus?
On TV.
They changed it again.
Again?
That scene he's talking about.
Oh yeah, they make him say something.
Yeah.
The dude says something.
Greedo says McClunky now.
Yeah.
And they shoot at the same time.
Yeah.
So they keep changing that, and apparently George Lucas himself was like, I have another change for this.
Jesus Christ.
So they let him change it.
Well, see, the
Again?
one I watched, when Ben Kenobi cuts his head off, that guy's head off in the bar or whatever, there's still, you see the blood.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, I think they still have that.
I thought they got rid of that because apparently a lightsaber is supposed to be so hot it cauterizes the cut.
No, that's one thing they've never changed. And they've actually explained that species, their blood doesn't work like us. Their blood's in like huge, like in pockets.
Yummy.
So when he cut one of the pockets, and the blood all fell out. Because you can't cauterize something that's like open. You know what I'm saying?
It's hot enough. Shit.
Well, no. Like, I'm trying to think of a balloon with water in it. That's how they're saying that those species' blood.
Oh,
is.
okay, I got you.
So when he cut it, it just cut all that out. So, but yeah, Lucas was like where the alien tries to shoot at Han and he just kills him. Lucas has changed that twice, like once with the remasters, and makes Han do a really bad like this.
Yeah, it's very terrible.
And then he shoots.
Yeah.
But he changed it again in the Disney Plus one, and Greedo says McClunky, and then they shoot it like the same time now.
Yeah, it's terrible. I saw those on that YouTube.
But it's better. Like doing it like that, it's
I would have
better.
just left it as just Han shooting and just leaving it at that. I mean,
Well, he
obviously made it that way for a fucking reason.
Well, the reason Lucas changed it was because he didn't think that it was like.
Yeah, no, because it makes Han like a fucking killer.
Yeah, and he's basically trying to make it look better because he ends up marrying the princess.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Speaking of incest, the kiss.
Oh yeah.
Well, that just proves that Lucas didn't necessarily know what he was doing in the first movie.
Yeah, clearly, because I mean they made out.
Wait, is the first movie she kisses Luke, or is
No,
it
she's-
5?
Yeah, she's not in the first one, is she?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
She was.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where they go get her off the Death Star and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
But nah, they don't. They kiss in the fifth one.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think you're my sister.
Yeah, like they felt the force. Like
The Family Guy one made it.
That's what I was
made
about to talk
perfect
about.
sense.
I haven't seen it.
Her planet is basically the Mississippi of the galaxy.
Because Luke's like, did you know we were brother and sister when we kiss? He goes, yeah, Alderon's basic. I thought she said the Alabama.
No, she said Mississippi.
Yeah, the Mississippi of the galaxy.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, every time like I was
fucking
watching
crazy.
the New Hope, I was going back to Family
yeah,
Guy's one, and like
I knew
for
that too.
that scene where they're sitting at the table, I was thinking of like the gay alien. He's like, I can't do it. But
Oh,
Is
The
the
what?
Family Guy in a trilogy, or is it just
Yeah.
one?
yes,
Okay.
it's Blue Harvest, something Dark Side, and
Because isn't
Can't
it
remember
Chris Darth Vader?
no,
he's
it's
Luke.
Stewie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris
Yeah,
is
Chris
Luke.
is Luke.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to watch.
And they were going to do the prequels,
Oh dear God.
and Chris was going to be Anakin, which would make no sense.
That,
since
yeah, because
But-
Stewie is Darth Vader.
But they have it like Seth Green was like, yeah, when we started to go through the lines, he was like, he did some of Anakin's line, and he's like, in
That's
Chris's
funny.
voice, he goes, "You will try." But it's so
Right.
bad because it's like Chris's voice. It makes the
Yeah.
lines even worse.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
So
Yeah.
is it like word for word?
oh,
No,
no.
Okay.
You've
But-
never seen the Family Guy Star
No,
Wars one?
I
Oh my
haven't.
god.
I think I have all of them.
I have not seen them. I've heard of them, of course.
Well, it gets to one point where one of the Empire commanders, they have Roger playing.
yeah.
And they make a comment. I was
Yeah,
like, really?
Stewie goes, "We ran out of our own characters already." And then like the bear,
Klaus is one.
yeah, like the characters from that Cleveland show up.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
What the fuck? That's funny.
but
Yeah, the bears are the Ewok, or the bear from the Cleveland show are the Ewoks.
yeah,
How does that work?
They shrunk him down.
yeah,
they
they're
did?
midgets.
Okay, I was about to say. Is it raining?
That's an airplane.
Oh. Well, yeah, we are by the airport, so yeah. Makes sense. That's probably what I heard then.
But
Oh god! I thought we got shot or something, dude. Oh, my heart.
So
we've talked about the Mandalorian and stuff.
Sorry, Ray.
Like, I think Episode 9 is really going to try and tie all of the movies together, like prequels and original trilogy, which I think there's a chance this movie's god-awful.
You think so?
Because, dude, there's so much they have to do.
The first time I watched A Force Awakens, I hated it.
There's stuff I like in it, but I cannot say I think that movie is like great because it is so clearly a rip-off of 4. Like, it's...
She obviously doesn't want to stand.
I hate the Last Jedi.
I love The Last Jedi, and I get shit on that all the time for it. So,
I mean, it's okay. God damn it. That shows how clumsy he is, motherfucker. But, which is the one where he kills, Han?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, so the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the sequel trilogy, yeah.
Okay. And the third one was The Last Jedi?
No. Rise of Skywalker's gonna be the third one.
I meant like the last one, like.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's the one where Luke fights him as the Force goes.
Yes.
And
Well, as the
basically-
Force projection.
Yeah, basically psychs his ass out.
Yeah.
That one was okay. It was. I don't know. I feel like the movies are rushed. That's every movie nowadays too.
But and that's like a bunch of some of my friends that work with at GameStop. That's why, like, I was trying to get one of them to come on because they're as big of a Star Wars fan as me. Like,
Yeah.
Y'all know, Kyle knows probably the second most out of y'all,
yeah.
and he
What's that?
Just trying to see where I should meet her.
Oh. Well, yeah, we're only like 30 minutes in.
but
Is she here? Oh.
No, I'm having to meet her now.
Oh.
but I'm trying to think. I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah.
About knowing.
Yeah. Your friends knowing more or whatever.
Well,
Some-
it was just because like
something like that.
one of them thinks that
I don't know.
A New Hope is too slow and the movie feels weird. And I have that problem with Episode 6, like Return of the Jedi. I think the movie, once they leave Jabba's palace, the movie gets significantly slower until like the very end.
Yeah.
And then he was like, but I think Force Awakens, he's like, Force Awakens is so much better than A New Hope. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Oh, fuck that.
No.
No, fuck no.
You can't
Okay,
beat- you can't
I
beat
just
the
now,
originals.
okay, I can watch Force Awakens. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but the problem, and I love The Last Jedi, but like, the problem with The Force Awakens is there is no downtime in that movie. The first hour feels like a whole movie on its own.
Yeah.
And that was the problem with 8. Like, and there is a scene where the time significantly slows down, and people hate that scene. It's when they're on the casino or that casino
Oh
world.
yeah, that one. That whole part sucks. Where they're trying to find
Yeah,
whatever his name is, and that dude tricks them into.
yeah, and
Oh, I'm the guy you're looking for. I can do the same shit that he can.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I get that because they're like trying to say like the galaxy's so big, there is going to be other people that can do that. You don't need this
just,
one person.
Yeah, just not
But-
as good as him.
The thing was that other guy probably wouldn't have sold them out.
Yeah, true.
So I just think like this movie has, because some people hated Force Awakens, some people really liked it, or a lot of people really liked it, and some people hated it.
Yeah,
A lot of people really did not like Last Jedi, and a lot of people love it, or a few people love it. This movie is going to either have to try and top both of those movies, which they're completely different from each other, and the entire saga. Which is
Yeah.
why, like, I say that Anakin's still in it, because if they brought back the Emperor, it makes no sense for Anakin not to be back. Because you ruin his story of his redemption if the Emperor's still alive. So Anakin has to be there to play a part.
yeah.
And him saving his grandson would make sense to bring his grandson
that's
back
what
to the
I'm
light
saying. That's
side.
what I think. That's what I heard. That's what he's doing. But like I said, I also heard that they cut that out, and that's why everybody knows about what the scene was going to be with him.
And
See, I've heard that fucking
I think she's...
she's going to the dark side.
Think so?
Well, they show her in one of the... Which, see...
That's just her doing like what Luke did, going to
Oh,
the woods.
yeah.
Have you seen the trailer where it shows like the dark version of her? It shows her with a double-weighted lightsaber, a red one.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul's going to be in this movie?
No,
No.
Darth Maul's actually dead now. He dies in Rebels.
Oh, fuck.
He dies against Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Josh showed you, didn't he?
Hmm?
Didn't Josh show you that scene? Where they fought?
so he does finally get his
No,
revenge?
Cody just told me.
Oh, but
See if I can find that on YouTube.
it's really good, but it's really short. It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
The fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
that
Darth
quick.
Maul was kind of fucking going on, but one was just like, And then he got cut out of the one just goes.
Yeah. Kind
Yeah,
well,
so kind of like how him
it-
and Qui-Gon was,
And he
right?
just, like-
he getting Qui-Gon pretty quick.
well, okay.
Really?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah. I think Rey is gonna be a clone.
Of who?
Palpatine. I think she's gonna be made from the. I think that's why I like that, because they show that guy in Mandalorian that has one of the Camino patch on his shoulder, and that's really weird to bring in the people known for cloning into Mandalorian.
Which guy?
The random scientist guy.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah,
black hair.
I remember. Yeah, the one that's like, I'm trying to save him.
yeah.
And then it's also
And
thought that he was.
They said
were
we
trying
just
to
need the
clone-
genetic material. From
Yeah,
him.
and they were trying to clone Baby Yoda, bastards.
Which I think what they were really trying to do was clone the midichlorians to make a body
Yeah.
that could work for the Emperor or something.
Right.
I think that I don't think the Emperor's a Force ghost because Lucas has said, and anything that happens in the movies they've tried not to mess with, that only the Jedi can become Force ghosts because it's a light side ability.
Mm-hmm.
Just floating.
Now, what I think he's going to be is like in 3, Palpatine says, "Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" It says that Plagueis knew how to like basically transfer his essence to something else. I think what it's going to be is like Palpatine, before the Death Star blew up, somehow transferred his essence to a body that was damaged. And the whole thing of them trying to do this is like Rey's, like, was supposed to be the body that his like essence was actually supposed to get transferred to.
So where did Snoke come from?
I
I
think,
think it's just something that he made.
yeah, I think it was him trying to be involved without actually having to show himself.
Right.
I think it was like a puppet.
So then,
pretty
where the
much.
fuck was he at in like the original trilogy?
Snoke?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
That-
Snoke.
Huh?
Snoke with a K.
Yeah.
Oh, I said Snoke.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't gonna give you shit for it.
I
but-
thought-
Yeah, I wasn't.
Well, I knew his name was
Yeah, I
like
get
that.
you,
I
I
just
get
didn't
you.
know if it was Snoke or Snoke. So Snoke, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why you don't see him is because the Emperor made him and made this backstory. It's like, I've seen the Jedi and the Sith and all this blah, 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 blah. Is because he was trying to make something else so he didn't have to
And
get...
he died in the last one, so that's why. That's probably why Palpatine's back.
Now he's
He
like,
has
okay,
no-
well, now
he has
I
no
have-
choice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta come back. Fuck you, fucking idiots.
Oh, God.
You
But-
fucking fucks.
And that's also why in the last one, that scene where she's in that cave where she touches the wall, like she's trying to figure out her parents. It
and
just
she
shows
she's
her.
yeah. And
A
it's-
bunch of her. I think that's like
Oh,
they're
yeah,
going to try and
foreshadow.
retcon that to be like, oh yeah, it was trying to tell her that she's a clone. And-
Yeah, I saw that.
But I mean, I could be completely wrong. It's just if you're going to try and fix the problems with the Last Jedi, what that people have, I feel like that's the easiest way. And have like Palpatine, like the reason Luke tried to kill Kylo when he was a Ben, be like when he felt the power that Ben had and could feel like Snoke messing with him, which I think they're going to say it was Plagueis.
Yeah.
Or not Plagueis, Palpatine. And be like, yeah, Palpatine, as Snoke, was manipulating Kylo. And as soon as he felt that fear in Luke, he manipulated Luke to act on it.
Yeah.
So I think that they can do that to try and redeem, because he was like, oh, if I can make Luke feel the fear that he should have had for his father and act on it, then he'll cut himself off
Yeah.
or do something stupid. That way Luke's out of the way, because Luke will destroy me. So that would fix a lot of people's problems with that movie, because a lot of people think they ruined Luke.
He was ruined for me in Force Awakens when
He's just in it.
I was gonna say all he
Yeah.
is all he does is
he just turns around and stares, and I'm just like,
Just does the blue steel.
it's like, you speak anything like they
God.
That's all. Like everyone's like, oh, it's all Ron Johnson's fault for making Luke like that. And it's like, well, if it doesn't make sense for Luke not to get involved in the Force Awakens if he was connected to the Force,
Yeah.
because he would have felt Han die.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like, he was also ruined for me in The Last Jedi because the whole time she's fucking around with him trying to get him to train her, and he's so fucking resistant, and then there for the final fight, that's when he decides to step in.
Because, but I think that's because, one, she got him reconnected to the Force and Yoda came to him. And Yoda was like, you weren't in the wrong for, like, cutting yourself off. You failed, and you were trying...
Was Yoda in that one?
Yeah.
He comes back as a Force
yeah,
ghost.
okay, I remember that,
And-
because that's whenever his books are burning.
But they didn't.
They didn't burn.
No, there's the same, like... That's the reason, like, before Luke goes in there to save him, Yoda sends that lightning down right in front of the door to stop him.
Mm.
Rey has him on the Millennium Falcon. Like, one of the last scenes in the movie shows them shut one of the drawers, and it has the books in it.
Oh, okay.
So, that he was just trying to get Luke to be like, okay, I need to act on something and stay to what I'm going to do to get him actually back into things. So,
Still can't believe they killed Han Solo.
yeah.
In front of Chewie. Bastards.
And that's another thing is, like, people bitch, they're like, oh, how did Rey beat Kylo in the lightsaber duel? It's like, well, one, he just got shot in the gut by Chewie's bowcaster, which that whole movie they had shown blowing stormtroopers up through their armor. People were getting shot in the chest and flying backwards, and he takes it, he's punching himself in the gut. Finally.
Yeah.
So, it's like, no, dude's not weak. Dude was, like, in a shit ton of pain.
Since you're real big on like, would you have rather them the 7, 8, 9 been based off George Lucas's comics? Like,
You mean what his original plan was?
yes.
What was his original plan?
I can't, like, it was going to focus on a girl, but she was going to be, like, the daughter of Luke or whatever.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I just wasn't it that Han and Leia had 3 kids? And,
Well, you're talking about the old canon, or the old books, like the
Yeah.
EU books and stuff.
uh-huh.
Lucas didn't actually write any of those. He
I
just
didn't know
said some of them, like, he would go through them and be like, change this, and then he would approve them.
No, so he basically
God.
choreographed it.
You're talking about the ones with, like, Thrawn and stuff. in it.
See,
Yeah.
that's because that's what I thought The Force Awakens was going to be like, and then I'm like, who the fuck's Kylo Ren? And I'm just like, and then those Han Solo doesn't die right away. Chewie
Yeah.
actually dies before Han Solo.
Oh shit! I would have cried.
Yeah,
So
but
I was like,
they also
wait,
have a kid named Anakin, and he
Uh-huh.
gets blown up.
yeah,
They had another kid named Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They had 3 kids: Jaina Solo, Jason Solo, and Anakin Solo. And Anakin's like a child, like literally like younger than Anakin in the first movie, and gets fucking killed.
and that's
Yeah.
why the girl goes to the dark side, right?
And that's what Jason, the boy, goes to the
Oh,
dark side.
so
Okay.
where did Ben come from?
He's basically supposed to be Jason, but they just wanted to give him a new name.
Mm-hmm.
So they just named him after Obi-Wan because he goes
Yeah,
by
Ben Kenobi. Yeah.
So that's why I was kind of like, that's why when he kills fucking Han Solo, I was like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah, I was kind of that got me because we went and seen. I think y'all had already seen it, and I hadn't, so we went. And he's like, come to me, let me help you. And next thing all you
I
hear
think
is
he knew.
I do too, but still, it's the shock value.
Yeah,
And then you just see him.
Did you
fucking
guys
drop.
see Force Awakens opening night
yeah. We went with Garen.
in Dalton?
Yeah.
I was there.
We went with Garen. Because this when Garen still worked at Bruce's.
Jeez, how old is that movie?
2015.
Yeah,
Dear God.
I went with Ashley and Hunter. So
Who?
Ashley and Hunter. Hunter Reed actually went there.
Oh, Planzer. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, me and Ashley
Yeah.
Phillips are like, let's go to the movie.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Ashley and Hunter. She's been with Drew for a minute.
Yeah, no.
Shout out, Drew. Love you.
But
You too, Ashley.
I think the only one we didn't go to opening night was Solo. We went Last Jedi opening night. We went Rogue One opening night. We went Force Awakens opening night. Yeah, we didn't go see Solo because I was like, I don't fucking care.
I'm gonna watch it, but I mean,
No,
it's not like
I almost didn't want to watch it. The only reason I did was because everyone's like, dude, the movie is good. And so I was like, okay. Because they had to refilm like 80% of that movie. And I wanted what the original plan was, like it being like a comedy.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't give a shit if it's
Well, that
completely
would make
different.
sense if it was a comedy because he was, kind of like trickster and whatnot.
Yeah, it was a joke. Like,
Yeah.
how do
So-
you do you like midnight premieres?
Depends on the movie. For
'Cause
me,
I remember because I go to a lot of midnight premieres. Like when the Hobbits all came out. Oh, I was at. I really liked how they did the third one. They had I think it was like an 8 o'clock showing.
Well, now they do 6 o'clock.
Oh, do they? So they.
They just kept going up. But apparently, that's only here. Like in like LA and like basically in all of California. Like you talk about, you hear all the big YouTubers. Most of them, they're like, yeah, we had to go see it like midnight.
fuck y'all.
Well, like midnight there or midnight our time?
No, midnight there.
Oh, okay.
Damn. So it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning here.
Well,
We're just now getting out of the
apparently-
movie and they're going in.
So there's one of
full
the.
circle.
We should totally like ruin it for people. Like just.
Wait, do you know what happens during the Force Awakens premiere? What happened? Someone came out of the theater while there was other people like waiting and goes, Han Solo gets killed.
Oh, fuck
And
that guy.
the three guy, when there was like a guy dressed up like a stormtrooper, Chewbacca, and another character, they beat the fuck out of him.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude deserved that.
Oh.
And like people were cheering them on. Like they beat him to a pulp.
The last midnight release I went to was
Roses.
Deathly Hollows. I think part 1, whichever one came out in 2012.
Maybe.
That was
2012.
and fucking Carmike had the butter beer, all that shit. It was fucking great. Like I skipped school the next day. It's like I
My parents wouldn't let me
I think I
skip
got
school
out
if
at
I was-
like 3 o'clock.
I don't know if I've ever actually been to a midnight premiere.
That's the only one.
You've never been to a midnight premiere?
I don't think since we started going to the movies they haven't done midnight premieres, have they?
They haven't done much. The only
Well, because the movies here don't get shit.
the last premiere I went to wasn't midnight. It was Civil War. They all had their tickets pre-ordered like a few days beforehand, and I pre-ordered mine like a few hours before
But
the movie.
you know why we did that?
Well, because it was gonna be sold out.
But yeah, because whenever we went, when we went to the premiere to Avengers 2,
Yeah.
it was me, Kyle, Warnix, Holden, and Allie. I think that was who all went.
And back in the day.
Yeah, and the tickets, like, we bought the last tickets or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I know I fucked somebody over because they, like I said, they had pre-ordered their tickets a few days before I did. I got mine literally like an hour before the movie because I went straight from work. I just went right across the street from O'Reilly to the movies. And I'm like, hey, what theater are y'all in? And they're like, well, we're in this one. And I go, fuck, I'm not in this one. So I was like, just save me a seat. Don't give a fuck. I went, gave them my ticket, and I just walked in. I sat right up there with them, and there was no seats left. And I'm just sitting there like, I hope they don't like come up here and start checking tickets or something because I'm fucked.
So I actually learned something. There's actually supposed to be like 3 to 5 open seats in every theater. Like even if the movie sells out, they actually are supposed to leave open seats for ushers. So the movie is actually never sold out.
They just say that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've fucking been in there before. There wasn't a seat.
Yeah, that's how they. Like I said, that night
Well,
we
that's
went,
what I'm
there was
saying.
not a seat because people like me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It could be that situation. Like someone buys a
I
ticket.
wasn't gonna go see a movie.
I don't get to go with my friends. Fuck it, I'm gonna go in there anyway.
Exactly.
And steal someone's
Like,
fucking seat.
but it
Well-
was my fault.
I mean, the security, especially on Dalton, is like.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
trash, dude. You don't even
Dude.
have to fucking pay. You just go through that side door and just fucking walk right in. They don't give a fuck. because they rip the tickets at the front of the gate right when you buy them anyway. They rip them there.
Which is so dumb.
Yeah, because
They won't do that for.
no, definitely not. Well, they might, but they're probably gonna have.
They didn't
someone,
do that for Infinity War Endgame. They ripped it.
I was about to say,
there.
did you not go see Infinity War?
But it wasn't.
Isn't that
I didn't
wasn't
see the
midnight.
release.
Oh, what time was the?
We went at like
8 probably.
I think.
Wait, did we go? Did I go with y'all opening night?
For that?
Yes, we
Yeah.
went, and then we went and seen it again. Didn't we end up seeing that 3 times?
Infinity War. I think
Yeah.
so. I think
Yeah, we went. The first time it was us, and then the second time it was us and Seeley, and he showed up late and brought Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because I remember him eating a
Bitchin'.
fucking taco.
He's like,
And then I was like, fuck, they had re-released it to break the record. And I told him, I was like, fuck it, you just want to go watch it again? So we went and watched it fucking 3 times. And
I think
I
watched
still
it more
cried
than
every
that.
time. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I still cried like a little bitch.
Because that's how we found out about the theater we're going to for this premiere. Is we went and watched that there.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Fuck, y'all should have
No,
went.
it was from Justice League is what we watched there.
Oh, okay.
Hell, y'all should have went to the Regal.
Yeah, that
Because
was
they sell alcohol.
that was the one that we were trying to find that whole
Yeah.
time we were downtown. It was
Yeah,
right there
to go
next
see
to the, near the
to
movie
see
theater.
Infinity
Yeah.
War. I was thinking Endgame. We saw Endgame 3 times. My bad.
Yeah, I went and got. I went to the one in Chattanooga, that downtown or whatever.
Yeah.
I drank a beer while I was watching Rocket Man.
Yeah, because you go in and
Fucking
the
love that
first
gun.
one on the right is like a VIP room that has tables and shit. Yeah.
I gotta go pee pee.
No, yeah, I gotta
Which
do
one's
that
going
too, but like,
What's the liquor one downtown? What's it called?
Well, that's the one we went to.
No, we tried to go to it and it wasn't.
No, the one downtown. They have a special room that's like
yeah,
a dining area type thing.
So-
The Regal by the mall.
yeah.
They sell the Jack and Coke slushy.
I'm gonna do what he's doing. Y'all just talk about like I guess what y'all think might happen or what y'all want to happen, and then just focus in and get back.
Bet.
I want Anakin Skywalker to be in here so bad.
That would be nice. Nice little
My favorite
touch.
character.
I mean, I've said it since fucking Force Awakens that she is his son. I think like he just knocked up some random bitch.
And do you
And-
think he knows that is? Was his
Yeah,
daughter?
and that's why he doesn't want to train her because he doesn't want her to go through what he went through. But also at the same time, I think that her and Kylo are gonna link because they're able to fucking talk to each other. There's obviously a connection there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I won't be pissed off if she ends up being a clone because I also think that too. But I can't make my mind up on which one. Did you piss that quick?
Yeah, I went right there.
You whipped that sumbitch out just like that?
I think that there's
Christ.
gonna be they're gonna talk about other Sith Lords in this movie because I've
Yeah.
seen I was showing him I seen a trailer where Palpatine was talking to Kylo Ren and in the cave it shows flashes and,
Yeah.
and it shows like look like different Sith Lords from the past and
Like ancient Sith Lords that they've kind of made uncanon.
Yeah. Well, shit. But like I said, I think that I've thought it since the first Force Awakens that she is his son or she is his daughter.
Luke's.
Yeah, and verbatim that he knocked up some random bitch and had a baby, and then he asked, "Is that what was it he said?" That he asked if he knew, and I was like, "Well, yeah, he knew. That's why he refused to train her because he doesn't want her to end up going down the same
I wouldn't be
path
mad
he
about
went."
that, and
Well, that's what I said. Like, I won't be mad if she ends up being a clone because I also have that theory like in my back pocket as well. So
so the biggest thing that supports her being his daughter is the fact that
she got the lightsaber.
well that and in Force Awakens everyone like they say the girl and Kylo instantly freaks out.
Yeah,
And they're like, "What girl?" And like Leia and Han are both like really treat her really well for them just to be a stranger or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that could be it. I also think that
Probably
her
like
and
the dip.
huh?
Probably like the dip.
We're about to end it soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no worries. But I also think that her and Kylo end up together. Like if she ends up being, well, that would be incest. They're like cousins.
That'd be like first cousin.
Yeah.
So,
her and Kylo.
Oh,
If she's
If
actually
she is
Luke's
his son, but
daughter.
I
Yeah,
still
they-
think that they
be
might.
Pistons.
I think they still might end up like linking up somehow because there's obviously that
Their connection.
tension and the connection there and all that. So
Hey, man.
We watch Game of Thrones. We don't care. Do we?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit. Cause
Right.
fucking bro time.
so
So
yeah,
you want her to be Luke's daughter,
yeah. I think she is,
and you want
but-
Kylo to come back to life.
Yeah, I think that'll happen. But
Yeah,
like I said, if she ends up being a clone, we'll see.
What do you want to happen? To
I
end,
want, I want her to go to the dark side. Yeah.
is that, and what about Kylo?
She kills Kylo.
Oh,
Oh shit!
And then Palpatine's like,
so you want the dark side to end up winning?
fuck yeah, dude. That's bitching.
But how does that tie into like Mandalorian, where there is no Republic, there is no?
Well, the Mandalorian. No, there is a Republic.
Oh, that's what I meant. But the
The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So 25 years before Force Awakens. Yeah. Baby Yoda could be in this movie and he could be like
Yoda.
80 something years
75.
old.
Christ.
If it's 25 before that, it'd be 75, right?
Well, yeah, but
Math, Derek.
yeah.
Come on.
No, I know that. But they say he's like 50 years old,
Yeah.
and there's like 20. There's like the 30. There's 30 years from Return of the Jedi to Force Awakens. So, and they say there's 5 years between Return of the Jedi and Mandalorian. But you could say like a whole year skip since the last movie. So you could say maybe he's like right at 80 or something.
Yeah. Who knows?
But he could be full on Yoda, like flipping and doing crazy
Yeah.
shit with his lights.
Drinking his chalky milk.
Chicken milk.
And chicken nuggies.
Eating his chicken nuggies.
Alright, Kyle, have you already said yours?
Well, yeah, you told me, but you didn't really.
Yeah, I said you'll have to go back over it with us. But
Oh, I was just saying that. What was I saying?
I don't,
forgot.
I don't remember, honestly.
Honestly, I don't know. I guess what you're thinking that she'll bring him back to the good side, because I think they're just gonna try to make it end on a good note. But
Right.
I like his theory though. I like that because it gives more to her character, because they've not really done crap for her.
What happens after this?
Ooh, okay. She kills Kylo to like, because you know how like that's how like every what you call it because you know like Palpatine wanted Anakin to kill Count Dooku,
They
and
want him to strive for power.
yeah. So and
You
then
think
at that
that-
Luke comes in and kills both of them.
huh?
Yeah, Luke has to come back in.
Look, he's dead.
Luke's not dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
he's a
He's a
Force
Force
ghost
ghost.
now.
When did he die?
At the end of that movie,
Yeah, when it shows his, he
he
just
was just staring out
disappears.
into the sun, and then it transported him.
What?
What? Hold on. What?
died?
No, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. What the fuck?
Okay, so
He was sitting there. And he projected himself.
Yeah, it
and
was
then
after that. He was
Yeah,
just
it
like,
shows him like he's using so much force he starts levitating.
And that's how he dies
No.
from using the Force? Or?
Yes, because he hadn't been connected in like who knows how long, and he used so
Dude,
much
what the
force.
this
fuck?
destroy y'all.
It showed.
Yeah,
Hold
okay.
on. When he uses so much, it like brings,
That's why I hated that movie.
it brings him back. Like it shows the second son from Tatooine, and then the wind blows and his cloak just blows off and he's gone. So it's like when Obi-Wan Vader killed him and he just disappeared.
Okay, I get you.
What the
Well,
fuck? Well, that
then-
just fucking
Never
fucks
mind.
me.
I guess.
What you want to happen ain't happening. Shit. Well, that just ruined my night. I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
I thought that, he just...
That's why a lot of people.
Well, I thought that he just, took it off and then, went somewhere else. I didn't... Gosh damn it. Fuck that movie.
If J.J. Abrams really wanted to, he could retcon it and just say he didn't actually die. He just became like a literal embodiment of the Force, and it took him as one, and he could just reconstitute himself. But he would be way too fucking strong if you do that. Like
Fuck it.
if you made him a
Right.
literal embodiment, he could literally walk up to Palpatine and punch him in the face and disintegrate him by the Force.
Well, that's what happens.
That's how it is.
But
You just see his mechanical arm. I am in heaven.
No.
I am
Skywalker.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh shit. What do you want to happen?
I'm not really sure what I want, because I want them to just bring like this stuff, like other stuff in, the stuff that's not necessarily main to the movies. And if that thing what Kyle was talking about that ancient Sith Lord, them showing that statue of it, if it's true, then that makes me really excited. What I think's gonna happen is either her or Kylo's probably gonna die.
I think it's gonna be him if it's one of them.
I think it's gonna be her, and I think it could be her. She sacrifices herself for Kylo. That brings him back to the light. He starts a new Jedi Order, but they're not called Jedi anymore. They're called Skywalkers.
Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Or, he dies because he's shown many signs of weakness in the last two movies, and that's when she finds out she's his son, daughter, whatever. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, it can go.
It's
It can go both
2018,
ways.
you know.
Yeah. You say
I can't
18?
assume
I was
that.
at 18 over, like, hey buddy, come back to the time. But she's his daughter, and Palpatine found out, and he did clone her, so she could end up being both.
Ooh, damn.
And then
I just really want that Darth.
Ooh.
I really want Darth. Yeah. I want Darth Ray to be real, even though I'm pretty sure it's a Force fiction. So that's why I'm like, I want it to be clones, because I want that to have stakes. Like, if she's because Darth Ray could fucking kill real Ray,
yeah, fuck
and
yeah,
that could
man.
turn Kylo. That could be what turns Kylo.
right, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think that could possibly be a thing where both of those go in. Palpatine found out that she was alive, and he got his hands on her, and that could be where Dark Ray comes from.
Which, like, fuck Kylo Ren, I want Ben Swallow.
Swallow.
Or
They made all the memes about him being like a huge of shit.
Oh damn!
I don't know. I just want. I want the. Because I don't think this is going to be the end of the main movies. I just think it's going to be the end of, like, we're not going to deal with, like, the Skywalker.
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna
fuck,
be.
shouldn't
It's
we
gonna
end it
be
somewhere?
It's gonna be the end of the Empire.
No, because if they were still making new Lord of the Rings movies,
You're going to watch the new show, aren't you?
I am, and god damn it, if they mess it up,
Yeah, because it's a young Aragorn.
I'm gonna fuck shit up.
It's on HBO or Netflix.
No, Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh god!
Wait, whoa, it's gonna be a young Aragorn. I thought they were going off the.
That's what I thought too, and then apparently it came out. It was like, yeah, it's gonna be Aragorn like growing up. And I'm
Wasn't
like,
Aragorn the
the
Victor
main character?
the king?
Well, it's the king.
Well, his name was Victor. Whatever.
Morganson. Vigo Morganson.
Vigo, yeah.
Oh, so he's
I'm-
gonna be showing him like as he comes through the Duodan, whatever.
Yeah.
See, I know a little bit
Oh,
about
fuck yeah.
a tiny bit about Lord of the Rings. I watched some of them.
Shit, yeah. I'm
I
down.
just want a satisfied ending. Damn it! Like,
Yeah, I heard you.
To Star Wars.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
because, or at least a satisfying ending to the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, we'll see. How have they? Did they pay tribute to what's her name?
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Which that's something we didn't even talk about. Do you know why? What originally what was going to happen for this movie?
Well, you told me that there was gonna be like a time lapse,
Well,
and that's
There
what
was
you
gonna
thought
be-
they were gonna do, a time shift.
well, no. Like
I'm joking.
originally, the plan for this movie, like, the reason that 8's called The Last Jedi, Carrie Fisher, Leia was the Last Jedi. There was going to be a scene at the beginning of this movie that's a flashback showing Luke training Leia right after like Return of the Jedi and her becoming a Jedi. And she was going to finish Rey's training in this movie. This was supposed to be Carrie Fisher's movie, but she died.
Bitch.
Fucking bitch. Just kidding.
All right.
It was a joke.
But
Like,
that
that does suck.
yeah, and it's because she did coke when she was like in those original movies. Like, there's a scene where you can see she has a coke now this damn long.
Okay, but
So that's why she died.
No,
now?
she was on hardcore drugs.
Oh yeah, she was
Now?
on. She was
Like
on
a
some
few years
pretty,
ago?
like-
No, but it.
You can't. No, you can't.
No,
But how
but-
come fucking Ozzy Osbourne's not
Yeah, I was
dead?
gonna say what.
Or
fuck
anybody
obvious-
from fucking Motley Crue?
No.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Therefore, your
Nikki
theory is
Sixx
wrong.
did die. Fucker.
Yeah, but they brought his ass back.
Mickey 16 down.
I love that movie, dude.
Oh,
But,
dude, the person who like founded them works with Corbin and Hunter now at Mountain View Hyundai.
For real?
Dead set, dead ass.
Nice.
I don't know. I just
I get you. We want a good movie.
yeah.
We need a good movie.
Yeah.
Because the last two have kind of blown
Yeah.
cock.
Well,
Yes. Yes.
I won't, I'm not gonna shit on The Last Jedi. I love that movie, but I know why people don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fucking hate it now because I found out.
Yeah, honestly, like. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
That's basically what happens. He disappears and the cloak just falls to the ground. And see, there's one thing they could have added to that movie that I think that would have made it better and people wouldn't shit on it as much. When it shows him use so much force and he falls back to the rocks and he falls down off of the rocks. You could have had a Force Ghost of Anakin show up and say, "It's okay, my son. You've done your job."
And then he dies and everybody
no.
fucking cries.
Yeah, like if you would have done that, but you just show Anakin put his hand like
Daddy, can you finally throw the softball to me?
but like you just show a scene where like,
Yeah, his robot hand grabs his robot hand and it just.
but like
great.
it's
I got
just
you,
like
boy.
it's like you did your job, son.
Yeah.
And then they both just disappear in the cave falls. That I think would like people would not shit on.
Would that
him
have gotten
dying.
your rocks off? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I want to see Anakin again too. Damn it.
Yeah. So we'll see. But we're going to end it there. We don't really have a YouTube audience, so I can't say, let us know in the comments.
Do it,
He's fucking here. We know.
I'm still gonna watch it.
I do it too.
I always do that. Like when the last time I was on here, I re-listened to it with Matt.
So
He's gonna-
we didn't start the podcast this way, and we should have. Favorite Star Wars characters.
Favorite characters?
Yeah,
Well,
and
obviously Yoda. I mean, I love all the original trilogy. So Yoda and Luke
Okay.
and Darth Vader, obviously. Duh.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yes, I forgot about Jar Jar.
I like Jar Jar.
You do know that it's like one of the most hated characters, right? Though.
yeah,
that's
but he's
fine.
a
Okay.
fucking
No,
closet
I
badass.
wanted to make sure you knew. I wanted to make sure you knew that.
He's a fucking
Like, if
trained
you-
warrior,
oh.
though.
Yeah, he fucking has the drunk monkey fighting stance, bruh. I like Jar Jar Binks, Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Prequels, or original trilogy.
and, prequels, and Qui-Gon Jinn.
Anakin Skywalker for sure. But shoot. Oh, what's the damn blue fucking bug from the first three?
Fucking Watto.
Yeah, Watto.
Anakin
One side.
slave owner.
You're talking about fucking the Italian bug.
Anakin
Yeah.
slave owner.
From the prequels.
Yeah.
Shit.
What would you do?
How the fuck did that
I
happen?
kicked the table.
Oh, it's like the Force.
And if they have if they make that Sith Lords thing, if that's for real in
no,
there.
it's-
No, Darth Revan.
Oh, well.
If they have him.
But favorite lightsaber was Count Dooku's. Fucking love that.
Yeah, it had
Yeah, that's
the
pretty
curve.
cool.
Yeah.
Mine's Ahsoka, Captain Rex, which is a clone commander, and prequel Obi-Wan.
Wasn't that what's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan
Ewan
McGregor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Which is,
I like my favorite lightsaber was Kylo Ren's. I just like the way it looks.
Oh, the
yeah.
have you
I
seen the
like
parodies of that where they like make?
it comes out, it's a Swiss Army knife.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I've seen one where it's like they're about to fight, and it's like, dude, that's so impractical. It's like because the part where that's supposed to block, I can totally just cut it right through there.
But you know, people. I've seen other people say that, and it's like, you do realize if you bust the fucking metal, it's just a big beam of fucking energy is going to come flying at you. So
Yeah.
that makes no sense.
And Darth Maul's.
Yeah.
He was also a badass.
General Grievous is badass too.
Yeah, he just had some arms.
Grievous is my favorite villain.
Really?
Yeah, but that was because as a kid, I was like, hell yeah.
Sounds like
I was like,
he sounds like he smokes Marlboro Blacks.
you want to know why?
Yeah, because of that breathing thing.
Yeah,
That's
because
fucked
he was a real like person, and then he decided to become a
Star
robot. And Maul, or not Maul, but
Dooku.
I can't think of
Palpatine.
no.
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu.
Yeah, he's one of
Fucked him up. He used
Mace
like
Windu is also one of my favorites. Too.
Mace
Yeah,
Windu
Mace
used
Windu.
force crush on his chest, and it crushed his lungs. That's why he talks like that.
Nice.
and coughs. Motherfucker.
One of the only two brothers in the galaxy.
Right.
I used to smoke 10 packs. Now 50.
Well, actually 3 because you got Carl Weathers now in the Mandalorian. Sorry, Luke.
Mando.
You dead fuck. You dead fuck. All right. Well, that is the show. Thanks for tuning in. It's freezing. My toes are cold.
Oh,
And truth is, none of us are probably fucking right.
Yeah, we're
It's
probably gonna
be god awful.
we're gonna get a big fuck you from George Lucas. He's like, you know what?
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
It's Star Trek.
yeah, you know, fuck you.
Set phasers to fun.
Fucking ended on that.
See you guys.
Let's get. Oh, I didn't do it. It's like, let's get.
Well, boys, that's fun.
Yes, sir.